Pinay same as Inday? No, it's not the same. Pinay and Inday are two different words. Rather than saying Filipina, we say Pinay as a short form of Filipina. Inday or Day are the same. We say Day as a short form of Inday. The word Inday only exists in Visayas and Mindanao, or the people who speaks Visaya. So for me, since I'm from Mindanao and I speak Visaya, I often call ladies from Visayas or Mindanao Day or Inday. Not unless they'll tell me, don't call me Day or Inday, just call me with my name. Day or Inday means sisters. And most of the time, the older people, especially from Visayas or Mindanao, often call us women Day or Inday. It also means, oh, my child, Inday or Day. Inday or Inday is very, very popular in Visayas and Mindanaoan people. For instance, in the Western world, depending on which province or country or states you're from, people often say honey or sweetie or darling or love. But for us, we say Day or Inday. Now, if we Visaya people will say Day or Inday to the people from Luzon or Manila, often they take that word as an insult or offense. Maybe because the word Inday or Day is considered a made in Luzon or Manila. And a lot of people from Luzon, especially from Manila, don't really like us Bisaya people because they think that Bisaya people are considered poor or uneducated. And that is why a lot of wealthy people who has a maid from either Visayas or Mindanao, often they call them Day or Inday. In Luzon or Manila, people don't use the word Day or Inday, not unless your name is Inday or not unless you are a maid to them. But really, Inday or Day is very, very popular in Visayas and Mindanao. We don't only use Inday or Day to address ladies or women from Visayas or Mindanao. We also use the word Inday or Day to little girls. So in the Philippines, I'm considered Inday. My family calls me Inday. So Inday also means you're cute, you're beautiful, you're the only girl in the family, or you're the most feminine girl in the families. Inday is a general term we use in Visayas or Mindanao to address someone, especially if we don't know their name. But we don't call Inday or Inday to the people who are way older than us. We call them ate or kuya. But just remember, don't call Day or Inday to the people from Manila or Luzon because for sure they will get offended with that word. And for the little girls, we use this, ali Day, you're so cute, Inday, oy, grabe, Inday. So it's basically like a sweet term. Hey guys, you know how you've asked me why there are so many single moms in the Philippines? Let me tell you why there's so many single moms in the Philippines, so listen carefully. So Filipinas are hypersensitive to certain vibration called light. And that is why when you are with a Filipina, you must be honest, you must be straightforward, rather than lie and cheat. Because Filipina can easily detect if you are lying or if you're cheating. A lot of Filipina do not like to make the same mistakes anymore or experience certain lies. And that is why more likely she would rather remain a single mom. And if you ever meet a sensitive Filipina, know that she's more likely not to tolerate your bad behavior. I know that some Filipinas can be overly jealous. Well, I'm not talking about those ladies. Filipinas will treat you 10 times more love if you treat her with respect, love, and appreciation. Filipinas love to be touched, especially hugs and kisses. If you do that to her, you would make her feel so special and overload with happiness. Can you imagine the kind of treatment you do to her? If you give her 10, then she will give you 100. Meaning, we will treat you like a king if you treat us with loving. My goodness, even if you get sick or bedridden, you know for sure that you are in good hands. And we always make sure you smell good and will get fed with a lot of rice. When you create a lot of good memories with her, more likely she will never love someone again because she will be happy if you remain in her memory. So that's the reason why a lot of single moms in the Philippines, because a lot of Filipino partner do not respect and appreciate their Filipina partner. And when a Filipina is not being appreciated, she would rather remain single and focus on raising her kids. That's part of the reason why there are so many single moms in the Philippines. My stepson and wife said Filipinos were bad at making fun of bad grammar by kababayan. Yes, your stepson was right. Filipinos can be critical of grammar and pronunciation mistakes. And there are 5 reasons I know why Filipinos can be critical to our own kababayan. Now, when I say Filipinos, I'm not talking about all the Filipinos. Many or certain Filipinos can be critical of grammar mistake and pronunciation is because number 1 reason is English is a major part of education system in the Philippines. And English is often emphasized and seen as a mark of a good education. And having a good English skills can help them find a better jobs. And hence why you will end up talking to a Filipino on customer service. And that's also part of the reason why you will see a lot of Filipinos everywhere. Because when Filipinos would apply for a job, the first requirement is being able to speak English. Number 3 is cultural pride. Filipinos takes a lot of pride in their English skills. They take a lot of pride because English is not their first language. So when they end up speaking English, they get so proud because they also speak another language. Sometimes or most of the time, Filipinos can be bilingual, trilingual, fourlingual, fivelingual. Fivelingual, is that even a word? Yes, Filipinos are capable of speaking multiple languages. So basically, Filipinos can easily adapt and learn a new language easily. Number 4, speaking good English can also be a sign of higher social status. So in the Philippines, when a Filipino can speak English well, most Filipinos can automatically think that they are rich or you have a lot of money. And number 5 is colonial history. The influence of the American colonization, a significant importance of English in the Philippines. So that is why English has been an importance since the colonization of American. Now, do you see why Filipinos can be critical? Because English became the most important language in the Philippines. Okay, so now you know.